call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Gators about to kick it away and get this season started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the tailback. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, they start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
The kick is on its way, and nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Got it, looking for a first. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. It's complete to the left. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU, and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Rush is on him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. LSU right back to the line. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Tigers are flying down the field. Rides to back and leaves it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? All right, guys, let's talk LSU. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Here comes the heat. The short hands, it's Watkins. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Hauls it in. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Now from inside the red zone. Got it in the middle, it's Watkins. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
He's got it on the run. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Bowling Green is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Liberty. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Breaks into the open. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill fast.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second.
Lsu 7, Florida 0.
First play of the period, first down here. He's got it on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
And a lot of history between these two teams, because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases and lots of talent on the field.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gator. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. An 84-yard drive there. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He lets one fly deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Finds his man, it's Watkins. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in, it's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Second down coming up. Gets the back moving. Going to swing it on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Dominating receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down.
Ooh, that's one of those where you're breathing a big sigh of relief. That ball could have been intercepted, and worse, could have been intercepted in house, but offense caught a little bit of a break. Nice play by the defense, but the offense, glad to punt in this situation if they want to punt.
And the punt will be marked dead just inside the 45-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Hands it off. Finding an escape route. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. Here comes the offense on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Daniels. Fighting off the defender.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Third and short now from their own 48. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Finds his man, it's Wilson. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
first down physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Got it, looking for the first down. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Glagway. Slings it downfield. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Jackson. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. 1 more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw. Trying to bull his way in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
And that is a perfect job by the offense executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Just a short pass to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He'll do it himself. Look out, he's got room. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break at some point in this game. He's going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there. But this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
And the Gators come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Balls and fired complete. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. Shows him the stiff arm. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gator! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Bowling Green is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by just 1 over Liberty. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Got a little space. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Oh, he's got a chance. LSU will get a first down.
Picks up 4. And that's good enough for a first down.
Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Here comes the option. Oh, he's got some space. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
First down for the offense.
The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Spins away from the defense.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. With the catch, it's Durham. Breaks the tackle. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. To the air. It's Nussmeier. The quick out. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Green. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
They'll leave it with him. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory.
LSU 14.
They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. He'll pull it on the read. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
Into the secondary on the right. The 10. Touchdown, Florida. space. The band might as well start playing. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? I mean, you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Nussmeier. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Watkins. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. He'll keep it himself. Jukes his way for more. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field.
And into the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. Sneaks it into the end zone. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra 1st down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Got his man in the middle. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. LSU quick to the line.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing.
Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was 3rd down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up 4th.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Wake Forest put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Deacs had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. With the catch, it's Durham. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close.